Alright guys, it's Stephen here on BlueMoonRisingTV and this is it. We are less than an hour now, 45 minutes away from Pep Guardiola's first ever game. It's Bayern Munich versus Manchester City and the team has just been announced. And true to Pep Guardiola fashion, it is an odd one. It's a very strange team. I've been looking at the lineup and I can't make sense of who's playing where. But that's exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to see something that's going to excite us and interest us. And the team, I'll run through it now. We've got Caballero in goal, we've got Maffeo, Adebayo, Kolarov, Angelino, Fernando, Fernandinho, Zinchenko, Barca, Iheanacho and Navas. I'm going to try and work out where people are actually playing there because it doesn't seem to make much sense. I think it's fair to say Caballero's in goal. That one's pretty much cleared up. Maffeo's nominally a right back, so I think we'll see him start there. Then Adebayo, it looks like he might be at centre-back, maybe alongside Fernando, then with possibly Kolarov at left midfield, which then leaves Angelino somewhere, maybe in midfield, Fernandinho, Zinchenko starting, the young Ukrainian. So I think we've got a midfield three of Fernandinho, Zinchenko and Angelino. Unless Kolarov's at centre-back, it's hard to tell at the moment. Then we've got Barca, young Brandon Barca, probably on the left wing, Navas on the right, and Kelechi Iheanacho up front. That's a mad team, that, but it's a lot of fun. I really like the look of that. I think we might see the likes of Kolarov maybe at centre-back or at left-back. I've got a feeling it might be Angelino playing kind of left of a midfield free kind of thing with Zinchenko there alongside Fernandinho. There's no Yaya, there's no Nasri. There's a few other players not involved too. Obviously, there's none of the players that have been there at the Euros. So we haven't got the likes of Nolito, Silva, Company. Obviously, the English lads as well, Joe Hart and Sterling. So there's a few kind of the more experienced players just not involved. But it's very interesting. I think it'll give us a very first insight as well of what we can expect tactically from Guardiola. Obviously, it's very early days still. It's going to be very hard for him to make a kind of impression on the lads, given the fact he's only had a very short time with them. But we should see some ideas and see what he's thinking and what he's trying to implement on the training ground. I really like the mixture of youth. I've been excited to see that myself. Obviously, Maffeo is only young still. He's had a good spell on loan at Girona. Angelino did all right in New York City, and he's obviously one who will look to press a claim for a regular inclusion this season. And then obviously you've got Zinchenko, the new lad. I really like the look of Zinchenko. There was rumours that when he first signed that he might be going away alone with PSV linked and so on. But his agent was quite confident that he would stay and see out any potential exodus of players and maybe be involved in the first team. And this has been encouraging for him. He's been involved, he's been included in Pep Guardiola's first ever Man City 11 and seemingly in midfield. Obviously, we know he can play in several positions. That much was evident when we did all the research, when we signed him. And he looks a very technical player. And he must have impressed in training. That naturally, there'll be a whole host of changes at half-time. You'd expect maybe someone like Angus Gunn to come on in goal. And then someone like James Horsfield to be involved, maybe Cameron Humphreys to come on in the second half. Maybe, I don't know if any of the kind of the ones who've been involved in the Euros will be involved at all, but then maybe Zabaleta might get a game because obviously he's had the summer off. We'll see maybe Nasri, Yaya in the second half. Boney, I suspect, would be involved at some point. Maybe Bersan Salina too. There's quite a few players there. Alex Garcia, Manu Garcia, they are in that lineup. So there is room for change and plenty of it at half-time. What I want to see personally, and I want to know what you want to think as well in the comments, what I want to see is just energy and ideas. I want to see players being pushed to try something new. I want to see, first and foremost, like a commitment. And obviously they'll be tired because it is only pre-season. But I want to see that real desire to impress this new manager of ours. So I'm going to run through the team one more time, obviously. It's Caballero in goal. I think it's right back is Maffeo. Left back it'll be either Kolarov or Angelino, but I've got a feeling it will be Kolarov. Then centre defence, Adebayo and Fernando. Pep's already changing positions of players by the looks of it. Then with a midfield three, potentially, of Fernandinho, Zinchenko and Angelino. It's a very odd midfield, but then again, that's what Guardiola does. Then with a forward three are Barca on the left, Navas on the right, Kelechi Iheanacho through the middle. There was obviously some doubts about Iheanacho and Zinchenko in terms of visa problems, but they've obviously been cleared and they are starting. So yeah, that's the lineup. It's going to be a fun game. It's only like 40 minutes away now from kickoff. What do you think, Blues? Get in the comments below. Let us know about all the players involved. What do you want to see from the team? I'm really, really enthusiastic about this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It is just a friendly. I'm not expecting us to win. I'm not expecting even maybe a great game, but I want to see some ideas and some kind of zest. That's what we've lacked at times. It's all very much work in progress. So long as you remember that, just enjoy the game, and we'll keep you updated as ever on our Twitter or Facebook. We'll do reactions as well over on YouTube. But yeah, Blues,